Welcome to Perception of Now. These are timeless readings. These are timeless messages that we're putting out into the now, as it were. And synchronicity will take its toll. Synchronicity will do what it does, and this will reach you if you're supposed to see this message. It'll come up whenever it does. Could be 10 years from now, could be 10 years ago. You never know. Could be 5 minutes from now. Who knows, right? Whenever you're supposed to see this message is when it's going to come in your feed. If you like this message, please leave a like. That really helps get the channel up. And please subscribe if you enjoy these messages and you want to see more. We're going to try to expand a little more with the readings. We're going to do more monthly based readings also with the astrological signs. So we'll have the 12 astrological signs every month for that month. It's going to be a little more time-based instead of timeless, but even though I'd say any message you put online, it's, if it comes to you, it's a timeless message, right? You're supposed to see that message. Doesn't even matter what sign it is. It doesn't matter. It's if you're resonating with it, you're supposed to see it, and you know it at the time. You know how it feels. You know how this works. It's fifth dimensional poetry. It's the now is the mechanics and how all this swirls around. And we're just trying to figure it all out. Not figure it out, but we're just trying to deal with it and live life within this, whatever this is, that apparently is not actually even here. So that's fun. So I wish I could tell my bank account and my landlord that this doesn't exist, but I'm sure everyone wishes that. But hey, it's kind of a dance between the two things, right? So that's what makes it fun. So anyway, here we go. We're gonna start this right now. Look at this. Oh, right. Look at that. Oh, this one. Okay. And this one, okay. Oh, this is great. Okay, this is high vibing stuff happening here. These are great cards. Like in general. Oh, look at this bottom of the deck. So, Ace of Cups. So you have King of Swords, the Devil, and the Empress. This is great. This is like a bacchanalian party. And then the Ace of Cups. Look at this. The flowing drinks. This is like, yeah, come on. This is the spice of life. This is what life is all about, these cards here. All right, so I'm seeing what I'm getting here. Someone needs to set themselves free. You're stuck in something. I wouldn't even say you're necessarily stuck per se. Usually the devil is like addictions. It's repeating patterns that are detrimental to you, habits, thought patterns, things that are detrimental to you, that could be detrimental to your business, to your relationships. Stuck energy where you're stuck, you're chained to something you don't want to be. It doesn't feel good for you. It's a lot of that kind of things. It's not totally negative, even though it seems that way as a card. It's really not. It's sometimes it's a learning lesson. Sometimes it's something that you're going through that's actually beneficial for you in the long run, like a blessing in disguise kind of thing. a trial that you're going through, that you have to heal yourself. You know, it helps open your awareness to yourself in the long run, so it actually was beneficial to you. And you know, it's things like that. It's not usually not like a terrible thing. It's just you know, it's life. It's just things, you know, there's ups and downs, and there's things that you're dealing with. So my feeling with this, for this particular whoever's getting this message, this particular message, I feel this is a stoic person with this King of Swords here. King of Swords is great. The truth, it's intuition, sharp intuition, sharp all this stuff, but it's feeling a little bit, just for this message, I'm feeling a little bit of a Hierophant feeling, kind of like a stoic person. Now, you might be a very truthful, well-meaning person, but there's something stoic with you. And at first I was thinking, this is a stoic person and they needed to let loose and party, and that led them to the devil. They did let loose and party, but now they're relying too much on partying and letting loose, and that's being detrimental to them. But now that I'm really vibing with this, I think, now that could be, some of the people getting this message, that could be what's happening. But the bigger feeling I'm getting out of this is this person who's kind of stoic. You're a good person, like you're really great, but there's a level of stoicism here that is detrimental to you because this card showed up. So I think the Devil card is representing too much stoicism. Almost as like a bad habit. In the same way an addiction is negative and detrimental to you, this kind of reserved, quiet stoicism is a bit too much in your energy, and it's being detrimental. It's now detrimental, and you need to let loose, which is where the Empress comes in. You need to be free. And in nature, this might be a corporate person who works, you know, Wall Street. Maybe you work in a cubicle, something like that, or you're doing some kind of work that's you have to dress like, I was gonna say dress down, but dress down in the sense of like, you know, gray, and it just feels kind of uncomfortable, but you've gotten used to it. But it's detrimental to you. You need this in your life. You need the Empress in your life. You need to get naked and run through the fields in the rain. There's a great line. It's one of my favorite lines in a song of all time, from the B-52s, the song called Deadbeat Club, and came out, it was on Cosmic Thing, which is with Love Shack, and you know, their huge giant album, Deadbeat Club. And there's a line in that song where it says, "And we danced in the garden in torn sheets in the rain." It's a great line, and that's exactly what I'm feeling here. You need to dance in the garden in torn sheets in the rain. Which is basically like wearing torn sheets as like togas and nothing else, and dancing in the rain in the garden. It's great imagery. This is what I'm feeling. You need to go from this to this. And even though this is a good card, King of Swords is a very good card. But in this instance, there's something about this that I keep getting. You're a stoic, buttoned up person. And I think it's for a job or something like that. And it's too much. It's weighing you down. You need this. And when you cross over, this is a great card of abundance, by the way. The Empress, great abundant card. I feel like you're already kind of in abundance already, but this, it's not just about monetary abundance. It's about freedom, inner peace, inner freedom, inner expansion. It's the kind of expansion that only comes from being free and in love with yourself and in love with life. And that is what's missing, or at least a certain percentage of it. You might have a little bit of that, but it's not enough. You need to really maybe go on vacation somewhere where you're just walking on the beach in the tropics, or you're in the forest and, standing under waterfalls, like something. Go to hot springs in the woods, get totally naked. Don't if it depends on where you are. If if you're in certain hot springs, that's a very specific message, but if you're in certain hot springs, most people are naked, and it's like just normal. It's not like in Japan, it's completely no. There's entire towns that they bathe together in the hot springs. Everyone's naked. There's not even a question about it. It's just a cultural whatever. There are hot springs in America, especially in Oregon and the Northwest, but they're all over. They're in California. There are different places. Colorado has some. Texas has some. But especially in the woods, the forest, whatever, people are just naked. It's just the families are naked. Nobody cares. You don't even know. No one notices. It's part of being in the hot spring and being just presence. It's about being fully present within the energy of the water and your body and the nature itself. If you're in one of those hot springs where most of the people are naked, then you also just take your clothes off and be naked. Which is interesting because that's what we're seeing here in this card. That's very interesting. I just noticed that now. Hopefully YouTube, I don't know. I know every tarot readers, they're covering up all the cards. I haven't gotten that message yet from YouTube, but I'm sure I'm going to have to, because it's too small now. My channel's too small now, so that's probably why I haven't gotten that message. But sooner or later, I'm going to have to cover everything up like it's the 1800s, because this is the world we live in for some reason, but whatever. Like we're all Amish in the 1800s for some reason, but whatever, it's fine. If you're at one of these places where it's not even about getting naked. I'm just using that as an example because that's such a primal key example of this transition of being stoic and then suddenly letting loose. It's about letting loose, and letting loose in a good way, because now you don't want to loop around back to this where you're letting loose too much. And now you're just drinking and partying all the time, and then you're back to the devil again, but in a different direction. You'll know the right amount of letting loose for you. But what I'm trying to say about the hot springs, if you go to a certain hot springs where people are naked, then get naked. Just go. Don't be stoic. Don't be like, well, that's fine for you, but I'm just going to leave my clothes on because blah, blah, blah. No. You be the Empress. You are of nature. You're in beauty, and you're in nature, and you're living your life. That's what life is about. And it's not about being naked. It's about communing with yourself and with nature, and being in presence in the water itself, in the warm water. Some of them are really hot. It's actually almost like too hot, but it's great. It's great at the same time. Anyway, you know what I'm saying. But it's not even about that. It's about letting yourself loose. If there's an opportunity to let yourself loose as much as possible, is what I'm really saying, then do that. Don't choose the less closed off option, the lesser and closed off option. Choose the open and free option. You need to be open and free, because once you do that, now your cup is overflowing. Now you're in love with yourself. This is like self-love here. I know this is also, relationship, abundance of love in your life, and, good family, good, having a significant other and things like that. And it's nice. And it does represent that. But in this particular thing, this is an individual. This is all about you and your self-love. That's what this is. That's the core of this, by the way. This is the core message. This isn't even about the outward thing that you're being stoic and all that. That is what's happening, but the deeper thing that's happening is you need to have self-love and abundance of self-love. That's what this is about. And you're not doing it. And it's being detrimental to your body. It's being detrimental to your health. And you know it. You feel it and you know it. This served you being like this for a while. It doesn't serve you anymore, clearly, because this card wouldn't come up. It's not serving you anymore. It's too much. Free these chains. Get rid of these chains and be the Empress. Be in abundance, because this is your future. This is what is going to happen. You have full, overflowing abundance, and the universe is helping you, by the way. It's just endless, overflowing, and you're in a beautiful space. Once you do this, break those chains, and everything will be good for you, and you'll see clearly. You'll see more clearly where you're going, and you'll know whoever's seeing this and feeling this, you know exactly everything I'm saying. This makes perfect sense to you, and you know what I mean. And you're afraid. They don't want to do this. I know. I know it. This person is really, they're like, yeah, I don't know. It's up to you. Do you want to keep being this? Or do you want this in your life? That's your choice. So there you go. I hope this message helps. And I just hope this helps you. And I hope that you align yourself with a beautiful day. And I'll see you in the next one. Okay.